Step back in time to a world before the legend. This is our world, but not as we know it. In the 4th century BC, the known world was a tapestry of powerful empires and fiercely independent city-states. To the west, the Greek city-states, beacons of philosophy and democracy, yet often mired in conflict with one another. To the east, the colossal Persian Achaemenid Empire, stretching from the Aegean Sea to the Indus River. It was the largest empire the world had ever seen, a superpower of immense wealth and military might, ruled from the grand cities of Persepolis and Babylon. This was a world of boundaries, of distinct cultures separated by mountains, seas, and deserts. The Egyptians, with their millennia-old civilization along the Nile, the nomadic Scythians roaming the vast Eurasian steppes, and in the far-off lands of India, a mosaic of kingdoms and republics. For most, the world beyond their immediate borders was a realm of myth and mystery. The balance of power seemed set in stone, with Persia as the unchallengeable giant. But this static map was about to be redrawn, not by gradual shifts, but by the force of a single extraordinary will. From the small kingdom of Macedon in northern Greece, a new power was rising. King Philip II had forged a professional army unlike any other, and his son, Alexander, inherited not just this formidable weapon, but a boundless ambition. In 334 BC, at the age of just 20, Alexander crossed the Hellespont into Asia. It was a move of breathtaking audacity, a declaration of war against the Persian superpower. What followed was one of the most remarkable military campaigns in all of history. Watch as Alexander's path carves a new reality across the map. The Battle of the Granicus River, his first major victory on Asian soil, opened the coast of Anatolia. He then swept south, liberating the Greek cities and laying siege to coastal strongholds like Tyre. At Issus, he faced the Persian king Darius III himself and won a stunning victory, forcing the great king to flee. Egypt, weary of Persian rule, welcomed Alexander as a liberator, anointing him pharaoh. It was here, at the mouth of the Nile, that he founded the first and most famous of his many cities, Alexandria, destined to become a legendary center of learning and culture. With the entire eastern Mediterranean now under his control, Alexander marched into the heart of the Persian Empire. The decisive confrontation came at Gaugamela in 331 BC. Outnumbered but strategically brilliant, Alexander shattered the Persian army for the final time. The great cities of Babylon, Susa, and the ceremonial capital Persepolis fell into his hands. The Achaemenid Empire, which had dominated the world for over 2 centuries, was no more. But Alexander was not finished. His gaze turned eastward, toward lands the Greeks knew only through legend. He pushed on, through modern-day Iran and Afghanistan, founding cities and battling fierce local tribes in the harsh mountain terrain. His army marched into the Indus Valley, into the lands of modern-day Pakistan and India. Here, at the Battle of the Hydaspes River, he faced King Porus and his war elephants in one of his toughest fights. Though victorious, his weary troops, thousands of miles from home, and daunted by the prospect of facing even larger armies further east, finally refused to go on. Alexander, heartbroken, was forced to turn back. Now, look at the world map. A single, vast empire stretches from Greece all the way to India. The old borders have been erased. This is the world Alexander created. His dream was not just of conquest, but of fusion, a blending of Greek and Eastern cultures. This new era, known as the Hellenistic Age, was born. Greek language, art, and philosophy spread eastward, while Eastern ideas and traditions flowed west. New trade routes connected Europe with Asia, creating a truly interconnected world for the first time. Cities like Alexandria in Egypt Antioch in Syria, and Pergamon in Turkey became vibrant hubs of this new cosmopolitan civilization. Alexander's empire, however, was as fragile as it was vast. After his sudden death in Babylon in 323 BC, it shattered almost immediately. His generals, the Diadochi, tore his creation apart in decades of brutal civil war. The map was redrawn once again, this time into several large Hellenistic kingdoms: the Ptolemaic kingdom in Egypt, the Seleucid Empire in the east, and the Antigonid dynasty in Macedon. Though politically divided, these kingdoms carried Alexander's cultural legacy forward for centuries. His conquests fundamentally and permanently changed the course of history, laying the groundwork for the Roman Empire and shaping the world we live in today. From a fragmented collection of states to a single interconnected world, the legacy of Alexander the Great is etched forever onto the map of history. Thank you for joining us on this journey. If you found this story of conquest and transformation fascinating, please like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more epic history.